Alexander the Great's role in uniting the ancient world. Alexander III of Macedon, famously known as Alexander the Great, is one of history's most iconic figures. His vision, military brilliance, and cultural foresight played a crucial role in uniting diverse regions of the ancient world. His empire stretched from Greece to Egypt, Persia, and even as far as India, creating a unique blend of cultures that laid the foundation for a new era of global interaction. Early life and vision of unity. Born in 356 BCE in Pella, the capital of Macedon, Alexander was groomed for greatness. His father, King Philip II, had already begun consolidating Greek city-states under Macedonian rule, a feat that would inspire Alexander's later ambitions. From an early age, Alexander was exposed to military strategies and leadership through his father. His education under the famous philosopher Aristotle gave him a profound appreciation for philosophy, science, and the arts. Aristotle instilled in Alexander the idea of a universal brotherhood, which likely influenced his later attempts to unite different cultures under his empire. Conquests and unification. Alexander ascended the throne at the age of 20 after the assassination of his father. Almost immediately, he launched his campaign to conquer the Persian Empire, the largest and most powerful empire of the time. Conquering Persia. Alexander's invasion of Persia began in 334 BCE with the Battle of Granicus, where he demonstrated his military prowess. He defeated Darius III in a series of decisive battles, including the famous Battle of Issus, 333 BCE, and the Battle of Gaugamela, 331 BCE, where his tactical brilliance ensured victory against numerically superior forces. By the time he captured Persepolis, the Persian capital, Alexander had not only dismantled the Persian Empire, but also begun adopting Persian customs. He appointed local governors, satraps, to manage regions and integrated Persians into his administration, signaling his vision of blending cultures rather than merely subjugating them. Egypt and the foundation of Alexandria. In 332 BCE, Alexander entered Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator from Persian rule. The Egyptians declared him a pharaoh, solidifying his legitimacy in the region. During his time in Egypt, Alexander founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and cultural exchange for centuries. This city was a testament to his vision of merging Greek and local cultures. The campaign in India. Alexander's campaign extended into the Indian subcontinent in 326 BCE, where he faced King Porus at the Battle of the Hydaspes. Despite fierce resistance, Alexander emerged victorious. His encounters with Indian culture, including their advanced mathematics, philosophy, and spirituality, further broadened his perspective. However, his troops, weary from years of campaigning, refused to march further east, forcing Alexander to retreat. Cultural legacy. The Hellenistic world. Alexander's most enduring legacy lies in the cultural synthesis he fostered, known as the Hellenistic Era, fusion of cultures. Alexander actively promoted the blending of Greek and Eastern cultures. He encouraged his soldiers to marry local women, most famously organizing the mass wedding at Susa, where thousands of Macedonian soldiers married Persian women. Alexander himself married Roxana, a Bactrian princess, and later two Persian noblewomen. Spread of Greek ideas. Wherever Alexander went, he spread Greek ideas in governance, architecture, and philosophy. At the same time, he respected and adopted local customs, creating a unique fusion. This cultural exchange led to advancements in art, science, and language. Greek became the lingua franca of his empire, facilitating trade and intellectual collaboration across vast distances. Establishment of cities. Alexander founded over 20 cities, many of which bore his name, like Alexandria in Egypt and Alexandria Eshate in Central Asia. These cities became hubs of commerce, governance, and culture, connecting distant regions and enabling the free exchange of ideas. Challenges to unity. Despite his grand vision, uniting such a vast and diverse empire came with challenges. Cultural differences, linguistic barriers, and local resistance often strained his administration. Moreover, Alexander's sudden death in 323 BCE at the age of 32 left his empire without a clear successor. His generals, known as the Diadochi, divided the empire into smaller kingdoms, such as the Seleucid Empire, Ptolemaic Egypt, and the Antigonid Kingdom, which continued to carry elements of his legacy. Alexander's visionary philosophy. What set Alexander apart was his belief in the equality of all people under his rule. While most conquerors sought to impose their culture, Alexander sought integration. He believed that by merging the best elements of Greek and Eastern traditions, he could create a new united world. His dream was not just to conquer, but to civilize, educate, and unify. A unifier of the ancient world. Alexander the Great's role in uniting the ancient world cannot be overstated. Through his conquests, he bridged the gap between East and West, creating a cultural and economic network that connected diverse civilizations. While his empire fractured after his death, the Hellenistic world he inspired continued to influence art, science, and governance for centuries. Alexander's vision of unity and cultural exchange remains a testament to the power of integration and cooperation, making him one of history's most significant figures.